All right. Hello, everyone, and now welcome to a game between Romantic versus Soin. This game taking place here on Turtle Rock. At what I will call the 3 o'clock position, we have Soin spawning as the blue orc. Meanwhile, all the way across on the other side of the map, we have Romantic, also known as Fortitude, spawning as the red human. Human versus orc in this 1v1 matchup here on Turtle Rock, a classic matchup with a lot of history. Blade Master generally has a lot of easy time, well, in years past, clearing out some of these Ogre Warrior creep camps, trying to grab some powerful items. On top of that, they are able to clear out the Ogre Magi's here to grab those Watcher wards, those permanent wards, and then the Gargantuan Sea Turtles in the center portion of the map, which there are four. Well, they all give a very powerful consumable items. The wings of the map here are the red creep camps. Those red creep camps giving very powerful, recently nerfed aura items, but really those creep camps start to define and really make the difference, separating one player from the other, taking that small advantage, taking that small chance to clear out a difficult creep camp, and then seeing where it goes from there. We are looking at a Farseer with headhunters coming in from Soin. So Solid doing a little bit of an unorthodox opening here on Turtle Rock, or not one that I've seen on Turtle Rock specifically. But then again, Turtle Rock has been removed a lot from the West types of competitions. I believe WGL, one of the few that are still using or actively using Turtle Rock now, or it just happens to get, well, banned, or not banned, but voted down out of any map pool. We are going to be looking at headhunters already being trained up here. There's that second headhunter already, Soin building up a second orc burrow. So definitely not a Blade Master opening here, as the Farseer actually absorbing a little bit of damage, able to shed aggro off here in just a moment as the Footman now comes back around. Farseer picks up Slippers of Agility, not the item he was really looking for. We're going to see a little bit of damage right there, and one final Sea Turtle hatchling. Meanwhile, Farseer has already made its way out across the map here. It looks as though who's going to get the last hit? Footman looking to get that last hit. Who's going to get the last hit? And the Footman does in fact get the last hit. Archmage is going to be that much closer to level 2 as well. Meanwhile, the Farseer coming across here to try and put in some pressure. Ogre Warrior about to get taken down. Circlet of Nobility already dropped right there. There is the Mantle of Intelligence as the Archmage looks to run around the corner trying to get away from those Spirit Wolves. But the Spirit Wolves are in and of themselves taking quite a bit of damage from those Headhunters. Water Elemental now down, out to try and push back pressure onto that Farseer. Farseer hasn't really absorbed any damage as of yet. Natural regeneration making up for much of that damage, as it is, well, trying to harass, as we should be looking at teching the tier 2 on both sides. Soin able to tech to tier 2, even though he went for that earlier War Mail. Beautiful denial there as the Archmage looks to continue to back away. Footman, well, no, Water Elemental may end up getting taken down. Plenty of Headhunters, 23 to 27 damage. Able to focus down those units, purposely aggroing the creep camps, as Romantic will be looking to back away here. All right, pulling back those units, double Spirit Wolves, 500 hit points that they can absorb, as the Archmage is back over again, putting pressure onto the Headhunters and these Wolves. Voodoo Lounge already being built back in the base of Soin, as he will have to recoup. He is low on mana and on hit points. Meanwhile, Romantic just, well, acting like an urban developer, clearing out all of these trees to build what I believe will be at least one Arcane Sanctum, a blacksmith, and some other key buildings too. Farseer still looking to, well, engage here. We're looking at the Ogre Warrior fighting their way through. Farseer, Slippers of Agility, Ring of Protection +3, trying to figure out who's going to get this creep camp. And both Romantic and Soin still only sitting at level 2 after all this time because of the constant harassment to be brought about. Yep, another day, another cast. Dust Wallow Dweller. Whenever I see Dust Wallow Dweller, I keep on thinking of Dustin Browder. Right, I don't know, my mind just magically jumps to that particular name. As we're looking at the Giant Sea Turtle getting finished up here, Slippers of Agility now drop. and well, just trying to make way for all of these other items here. All right, looks as though the blacksmith was already placed down. Blacksmith, was already built behind the base here. Here's that arcane sanctum, and now in comes a Mountain King scout tower, not even upgrading to arcane tower as of yet, and we are triple building this arcane sanctum, twice as fast as more riflemen are getting added in once more. Archmage looking to clear off the remainder of the forest troll free camp. It's from Dust Wallow Marsh, a region in Kalimdor, where the trolls settled after leaving Maelstrom. Ah, terrible, terrible damage. Yeah. All right. Well, at least it is Warcraft 3 Warcraft related. I loved the story of Warcraft 3, but I kind of feel like World of Warcraft hijacked Warcraft in general in terms of the lore and in terms of how people see and respond to the game. That's just a little bit of, I guess, a little bit of a downside for me. I enjoyed the real-time strategy lore and the storytelling here, not wanting to go through it in first person. It's actually in the Rexar campaign. Now, the bonus campaign. Yeah, a lot of retcons, a lot of things that were pulled back. Anyways, let's go ahead and break things down. Tauren Chieftain now could be in a little bit of trouble. Are we going to see a Stormbolt? No, we are not. Archmages there. Level 2 Spirit Wolf's going to engage as the Archmage, now being forced to retreat back. Stormbolt onto the Tauren Chieftain to slow down the fastest unit. However, Scroll of Speed now bringing up the rear, trying to go after those other footmen. We may be trying to get in some heals onto those lower hit point units, as a Rifleman could be in trouble. Rifleman does end up getting surrounded and taken down. Beautiful resummoning of those Spirit Wolves. Or no, actually no, that Spirit Wolf actually did end up getting shot down by a Rifleman there. Priests are getting added in once more. One Rifleman lost in that battle, trading a Scroll of Speed for that there. And once more, for some reason, I don't access and I don't see Soin's heroes off on the side or his supply. Took quite a while to figure that out. Archmage seeing that level 3, Mountain King seeing that level 2, Farseer coming in from behind for a bit of harassment. Mountain King still amongst all of those units here, as the Priest should be able to do a good amount of healing. Low hit point Footman down to 59 hit points will be forced to back away. Meanwhile, still more engaging more and more again and again. All right, Mountain King coming back over, trying to grab that very powerful Gargantuan Sea Turtle item. Meanwhile, another wolf, or another surround, no, not another surround, onto a unit in transit, as the units are looking to retreat back. And this is going to be a perfect opportunity for Soin to try and take this last item there. Scroll of the Beast given to the Tauren Chieftain. And I believe, well, can't quite tell who got the experience in that exchange. All right. Units trying to drop back. Tauren Chieftain may throw down a stomp here. There's a stomp, gonna catch one footman out of position. Riflemen trying to make their way back over. Headhunters are coming back down. There goes a Stormbolt onto the Kodo Beast. Militia now being called over as well, as units are just being left to die, as the lines are just falling all over the place. There goes another Priest again. There's a Thunderclap, as slowing down those Headhunters is incredibly important. Scroll of the Beast now. Even the Peasants getting in on the action. Archmage continuing to fight their way through. Riflemen trying to push back damage, as the Tauren Chieftain pops his Scroll of the Beast as well. All right, plus 20% damage on all units in this fight here. Priest trying to do a little bit of healing. Rifleman now looking to back away. Raiders joining in on the battle here. 40 supply. Mountain King now seeing that level 3, level 2 Stormbolt grab over level 2 Thunderclap, as the Archmage is still trying to get away. Archmage could be in trouble. Quickly uses a Scroll of Count Portal. Are there any units, easy units, to try and finish off? One or two more shots, finishing it? No. Rifleman gets taken down instead. Soin easily taking that fight from Romantic on Turtle Rock. Really just use of items all over the place. The single Arcane Sanctum not healing the Rifleman quickly enough, and this is just going absolutely crazy. Seems there's another Warcraft update that make overlay doesn't work. I don't know. Like it's worked, and sometimes it doesn't. Maybe there's some sort of patch, or maybe I needed to restart the software as the game was already running. Headhunters looking to finish off these units here. Headhunters should be upgrading to Berserkers. No, not gonna be upgrading to Berserkers. All right, I had always thought that the Headhunters, especially as the Mountain King got to level 4 and then level 5, and accessing level 2 with Thunderclap, is what made Headhunters really just not that powerful. 475 hit points, their damage, well, piercing damage with fast attacks, as opposed to Headhunters who actually have slow attacks even with endurance aura. So even though you look at the base damage of the Headhunter itself, it looks comparable until you realize that riflemen actually are considered to have fast attack speeds as opposed to as opposed to slow attack speeds of those Headhunters. Adding in a Berserker speed and also Tauren Chieftain can make a difference, as we're looking at a Shockwave now go down across those units. Both sides purposely aggroing and pulling away the creep camps away from the other side of the map, just in case their opponent finds them and tries to take it down here. Claws of Attack plus 12, that's going to be a big item, perhaps given to the Archmage for a little bit of additional range damage. And then from there, well, no Orb of Fire, since he is not going up against Undead, and he is not sitting at, well, tier 3. All right, Kodo Beast. Well, nothing in its belly there. Forest Troll Berserker going up against a Kodo Beast. Level 4 on the Archmage. Mountain King getting close to level 4 himself. May want to try and clear up some other things, as Soin does set up an expansion here, and this may be a bit of a ninja expansion already. Rifleman now doing a little bit of scouting here. Meanwhile, Arcane Tower fighting, Militia fighting back here, as we are now looking at pressure being brought on about Romantics. And Romantics, Arcane Vault, high ground expansion. That is, well, Water Elemental will go ahead and scout this out here in just a moment. And is there enough actually here to try and fight back? Lightning Shield also coming across here. Soin diving in with one grunt, and Romantic saying, you know what, I'm just going to use this opportunity to, well, instead to take down your Great Hall instead of anything else. Mountain King, Storebolt finishing off one there. Another, well, Peon could end up getting taken down. Mountain King very close to the level 4, and now in comes the drop right now. There goes the Dispel Magic. Mountain King now sitting at level 4. Could try and put in some pressure. One grunt does get taken out as the Orc is backing up. Both sides sitting on one base play. 46 over 42 supply, 56 over 61. Soin also losing his expansion attempt here, but is training up some grunts back at home. There's the reveal, and we need to see, well, 2 more farms to be built before we are going to be getting up any additional units. Riflemen do have some upgrades here. Interestingly enough, we are also going for Blizzard over level 2 Water Elementals. Meanwhile, Archmage looking to clear things up here. Mountain King not even bothering to use Thunderclap, even though it is maxed out on mana. True Shot Aura given to the Archmage. So now plus 15 damage, and also giving all of the Riflemen, well, plus 2 damage as well. Water Elemental going to scout out this, well, Great Hall. Is it perhaps going to get taken down? I don't believe so. Water Elemental, time, life coming to an end. Nope, there is a cancellation. Hi, Collywog, how you doing? Thank you for tuning in, as we're looking at 46 supply compared to what, low 60s now? Yeah, 61 supply by Soin, making, or perhaps going to be trying to set up another, well, Orc Burrow. All right, in comes Scroll of Speed. Tauren Chieftain comes in for an ensnare, or comes in for a stomp. There's a Thunderclap follow-up right there, as we're looking at a Scroll of Town Portal to try and head back out. Mountain King trying to, ooh, wow, Headhunter almost getting taken out there, down to 19 hit points, going to get healed up. One Raider was lost. I believe that is a Kodo Beast. And, well, that little bit of an exchange, that hit and run tactic actually working out well for Soin, as Soin needs to retrain up a missing Raider as well. Militia being called back once more. Rifleman 2-0 upgrades. And we are also getting the armor upgrades on these Riflemen too. Riflemen going to be looking pretty strong in that next battle. The armor upgrades, or the weapons upgrades, making quite a big difference. Only armor upgrades showing in for the Orc. Not quite sure why the overlay still shows the Orc upgrades, but nothing else. Oh, 2 Raiders. All right. So level 2 Brilliance Aura, level 2 Brilliance Aura as Shamans, as mentioned earlier, are just not going to be nearly as, or Shamans actually shutting down those Water Elementals pretty easily with Purge. Now, Thunderclap coupled with Blizzard can make a very big difference, as not only does the Thunderclap deal damage, it also slows the units in the blizzard, and they actually suffer a bit more damage as well. Maybe 30 to 60 extra damage. There goes a bolt right there, trying to figure out a fight. Soin does have a sentry ward. No signs of any weird sort of invisibility play, as we're looking at the Archmage, looking and the Mountain King perhaps trying to level up again. Still not much mana, and that could perhaps be the problem. Circuit of Nobility being dropped. Archmage is going to go ahead and pick that up, as we're looking at, oh, what is this? Is this a corner of the map actually going to not be spotted? Oh, I think they spotted each other. There's a reveal right there. Unit's going to be trying to come around the other far side. Farseer does use that crystal ball, and we're looking at the Tauren Chieftain perhaps just a little bit too far in the back. Perfect engagement location for Romantic, making sure that that Tauren Chieftain was not in the spot where a lot of damage could be represented. Archmage still has plenty of mana for some blizzards here. We are looking at a Witch Doctors placing down sentry wards as the Great Hall is nearly done. Soin in a great position. Are we going to see an engagement here? Both sides just trying to figure out where they're going to be going next. Water Elemental while getting a little bit dispelled there. Tauren Chieftain, Lightning Shield, and there's the Stomp already. Major damage. Level 5 on that Tauren Chieftain. Going to perhaps finish off only one Rifleman. It looked like one Shaman was taken out as well. Departing Stormbolt, Lightning Shield, dealing so much damage across all of those units. Meanwhile, a new Scroll of Town Portal will need to be picked up. All right. Arcane Vault all the way back home. Gonna go ahead and pick that up there. Riflemen are upgraded 2-1. Hello, Zockfeller. As the Archmage, well, still sitting on a decent amount of mana. Mountain King does have invisibility, but with, well, Soin with Watcher wards all over the place, it's going to be nearly impossible for, or very difficult for that Mountain King to really surprise his opponent, perhaps even getting a purge when he thinks he can walk on in. Peons transitioning off over here, and Soin is going to be, well, mining from 2 bases, taking that economic advantage, and really just trying to posture himself for this next fight. He doesn't need to straight up engage. He knows he has the economic advantage, and as long as he's trading efficiently, he knows he'll come out ahead. What he does have to worry about is not allowing that Archmage to get to level 6. Level 5 already on that Tauren Chieftain compared to a level 4 Mountain King. That is some big deals, as the Mountain King, wow, able to dodge. Oh, there's what was that dispel? Was that dispel was straight up from the priest right there, trying to find where that Tauren Chieftain is, doing blind dispels as the units are going to try and engage. There's a little bit of a slow, finding one raider as well. Mountain King now looking to back up Tauren Chieftain. There goes an ensnare. Are we going to be looking at, well, a thunderclap here? There's a stomp, and there's a chain lightning bouncing around, and now level 5 on the Archmage. Archmage wants to back away. Scroll of Town Portal. There's a stomp again. Mountain King is going to be able to get in another departing stomp, and chain lightning pushing through, getting damage on that last Rifleman once more. All right, this has been a war of attrition, and somehow it feels like the Archmage and the Mountain King have been trading fairly well. Soin actually losing more, but then again, Soin is also mining more and now getting into the low 70s on that supply. Main gold mines only 2.5 minutes of mining left, 3 minutes for Romantic, and that's going to be all she wrote. Romantic, if he doesn't make something happen here soon, he's going to quickly find himself with a smaller army with no gold to spend to try and build it back up. I'm expecting Romantic needs to do some sort of all-in attempt, shut down the expansion, win out. Mountain King is now sitting at level 5, so level 3 Thunderclap is going to be a very big deal indeed. We are looking at level 3 Brilliance Aura, so more mana on that Mountain King still, and also the Sorceresses and the Priest. The downside is, well, Blizzard and Water Elementals are not going to be that effective. Only level 1 for both. And meaning that's only going to be, 30 damage per wave instead of 40 damage per wave, and an upgrade from 6 waves to 8. Then again, with the Mountain King, oh, here we come. There's a reveal right there. Mountain King finishing off that Raider once more. and well, trying to pick off those units. And it is currently well revealed. Yeah, it's you got to see there is that reveal right there still. What's going on? Mountain King throws down a thunderclap. Finally, there's a stomp right there. Are we going to be looking at Blizzard on that back line position? All of those priests or all of those shamans could really suffer quite a bit of damage. And thunderclap versus stomp, Orange Chieftain, well, staying at level 5, Farseer now getting at level 5, and now throwing in some Chain Lightning as well. All right, another Thunderclap coming back across. Mountain King still has plenty of mana. Slow clap across the board. All of the Headhunters are suffering quite a bit of damage. Are we going to see another Thunderclap right there? Tauren Chieftain stopping that Archmage before it really gets out of hand. Mountain King still has enough mana for another Thunderclap. Does he have the Brilliant Aura? Yes, he does. There's another Thunderclap there. Units are still trying. It does have a potion of healing. Is he going to use it in time? No, don't think so. And that is the GG. Romantic needed to use that potion of healing. And that was his, well, the final mistake there. Mountain King could have perhaps gotten another 2 Thunderclaps. Was that Farsight? No way to really tell. Since I couldn't tell. That was an absolute slaughter at the end with all of those units just taking so much damage. Tauren Chieftain's Stomp stunning out those units for a very long time, while the Mountain King's Thunderclap slowing the units while really racking up the damage. Scrolls of healing by both the Farseer, or by the Farseer and maybe the Tauren Chieftain, wasn't keeping track of items too well. Overlay was broken, but seemed to be able to keep or mitigate some of that thunderclap damage, at least some of that thunderclap damage. Otherwise, the battle could have gone another way completely. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys learned something. If you guys are still actively playing WarCraft 3, try out these strategies, and then you'll realize it's very easy to lose control of your units. All right, stay tuned for more WarCraft 3.